Linda's dad, Dolph Westmoreland, from Arkansas, he had deep roots there because of his parents, Leon or Lee and Addie, and we've mentioned them. Now to the other side of the family, Linda's mother, Eleanor, was Eleanor Mary Walkup, and her parents were William Hunter Walkup and Beatrice Eleanor Wilds. A word about them. William Hunter Walkup was born in Mount Pleasant, Mississippi in the 1860s, just after the Civil War. And he ultimately came north to Arkansas, was a person who was very, very good in business and in the sciences. He had the mind of an engineer. He also, as several would describe it in the family tree, was someone who really enjoyed his solitude. He kept to himself a lot of the time, whether it was business-based or whether it was just listening to that newfangled contraption, the radio. So William Hunter Walkup, who's standing and looking to the side in this family picture taken in 1914, was active in business and in the sciences, and a very quick mind, but also, as we say, often would kind of, as the description goes, be over in the corner listening to the radio and just thinking his thoughts along the way. He met his wife, Beatrice Eleanor Wild. She was from Kentucky, from Blandville, Kentucky, toward the west, and with that, there had been some very special, deep family roots that she had. She brought a particular culture with her, which was more of the Mid-South, more of as they wrote about her father, John Douglas Wild, who fought in the Civil War. Ballard's County, Ballard's brave boys. There was that kind of civic pride and so forth where she came from. They met and they were married in what? Keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. They met and they were married in 1931. William Hunter Walkup. I'm sorry, they were married in 1906, and William Walkup passed in 1931. Let me amend that. 1902, according to the chart. Okay. So they met there, and it was a very, very special match by any description that they had. Both of them very, very bright people. But the story goes that as he practiced his business sense and she made a very warm home, as this picture will suggest, he is in the middle and B is on the far left, Mom B, as she came to be called. And so there she is, and she's the hostess of this family gathering, just kind of there and humbly off to the side, but was often the mother of the feast, if you will, and also a woman of deep spiritual conviction. So with that, William Hunter Walkup and Beatrice Eleanor Wilds married in 1902, and time went on. They had their very special children, and with that, they had a child, Eleanor, who fell in love with Dolph, and by 1930 they were planning on marriage, and they wanted to go west. Not unlike my own grandparents, the Smiths, came west under circumstances, and my grandpa and grandma got married on the way west, and so did Dolph and Eleanor. Accompanying them was Mom B on the trip. While she was headed toward California with those two, her husband, William Hunter Walkup, passed on in 1931. And so she didn't ever see him again. And after due respect was paid to him in Arkansas, she continued to live here in California, and was a remarkable blessing to my wife Linda, and to her daughter Eleanor, and to all sorts of people around her. In her living room began a Presbyterian church here in San Diego, just like in my Grandma Rand's living room, a Episcopal church began here in San Diego. So deep spiritual convictions. And as we look at the picture, once again, there's Mom B, and next to her is her cousin, and then the two boys that were the brothers of Eleanor, and then miscellaneous cousins. There's Eleanor once again, right there in the middle, born in 1911. The area around Little Rock, this was Batesville, and she later went to college for a time in that area. One of the interesting things about this picture, if we can look lower right, is that in that picture also is my mother-in-law's great-grandmother, and that goes back to 1844. And that is Mary Elizabeth Hammond, born in 1844, and making her way into the picture. So pretty powerful family shot there in Arkansas in 1914. And if we scroll down, there's a 3 generation. My dear wife is lower right, Linda Westmoreland Smith. Right above her is her mother, Eleanor Walkup Westmoreland. And then to the left is Beatrice Wilds Walkup. And so they're very special. They're joined by a young man there who I think is a friend of the family, but it says something about generations.
Mom B.
I'd use that, but yeah.